we're running schools at present in only 27 brickfields, and in West Bengal alone the number of brickfields is probably more than 2,000.
These are migrant children from Bihar. They travel with their family, and the whole family, including even the smallest children, are occupied the whole day to make 1,000 bricks. And for 1,000 bricks, when we first went there, they were getting 50 rupees. I think now they get 100 or 200. But even that is absolutely basic, minimal starvation.
The view was it's a closed place, it's a very oppressive place, and indeed other NGOs said that they tried to go into brickfields to do some health work with the workers there, and they hadn't been allowed to go in. These people live in a very tough world. They're poor, they're going to remain poor. Child of a brickfield worker is probably going to be a brickfield worker themselves, and maybe their child as well. We're giving them a bit of extra strength, and we're perhaps opening a few doors for them. We're certainly opening the possibility of literacy, which in a few cases may lead into other types of work. Even these children are entitled to some kind of education, and it's now 2013, and it's not the time to refuse. It doesn't cost them anything.
The idea of the Brickfield Schools came from John Ellis. He came and he kept at me for a couple of years. Why are we not doing something for these children in the brickfield?
When I first ventured into a brickfield, the general view among people I spoke to about it was that brickfield owners will not allow anybody to go into their property, their environment, and do anything with their workers.
There were two choices before us. We could go in and start being activists and start a big row about these people not being paid properly. What would have happened was the gates of the brickfield would be closed on us, and that would be the end. We wouldn't get in. So instead of that, we went in as friends, talked to the brickfield owners, and told them what we felt about these children.
They have allowed us to run a school in their brickfield, and they're now allowing us to run health camps as well. Occasionally there's a brickfield owner who doesn't want anything to do with us, but since we don't have the capacity to work everywhere, it's not a problem for us. The sadness I have sometimes is that we're not providing a better standard of education than we are. We're doing what we can. We have to work with the capacity of the teachers that we have.
They are their own people, and they know the need of that children in their area.
These kind of children should be exposed to a different type of teaching, a teaching that presumed that they needed to learn from their own environment, which is the best place to learn. It's a win-win situation, because now the children are occupied in class. The small ones are not breaking the bricks, which is what they used to do. They'd be playing around and half the bricks would get broken. And they said that the parents are also freer to do more work, so they get more money because they can make more bricks.
One aim that I have personally, and my colleagues who work in this project, we'd like to expand our work. As long as there are children there, we'd like to be running more schools in more brickfields.
One of the most important things in all of these methods is to plant hope in people's hearts, to get them to realise, yeah, you can move out of these situations if we're willing to make the effort and we try to help as much as possible. The rest of the developing world should open its eyes and look around it and see where the areas of need are. And also be aware that when you become too highly organised, you lose a lot.